It's Real Madrid versus Arsenal, and I feel your pain about what happened last time, 3-0 to Arsenal, courtesy of Declan Rice free kick at Merino's goal. How do you feel about in the next game, which is tomorrow? How do you feel about the game?
Well, you see, during the last match, something that was not expected happened. We didn't see it coming. I got a lot of mockery for it, you get. But we've worked on it. We've seen our mistakes. And we are now fully prepared. You know, sometimes a cat and a rat can fight. You understand? But a cat is a cat and a rat is a rat. And we know Arsenal is a rat. They will remain a rat and Real Madrid is a cat. So, tomorrow, all things being equal, Arsenal is leaving the Champions League.
With 3-0.
What's 3-0?
How do you intend to do it? 3-0. And you know, Arsenal is very, very compatible. It's not a team you go by and play. It's been up to 1 year since Arsenal conceded 3 goals.
If Arsenal can score 3, Madrid can score 10. If Arsenal can score 3, Madrid can score 20. Do you understand? The first leg was an aberration. It was not expected. It was completely an abominable performance. First and foremost, if you look at the whole context of the game, it was like a free kick that did the magic. The first one was a free kick, the second one was a free kick, and then it demoralized the whole Madrid setup. Then Merino again put the final nail on the coffin. But this second leg, I know that there's a whole... I think Arsenal is overrating themselves at the moment. You know why? Why would you even think Madrid needs to manipulate outside football factors to win the match? It's already an abomination that a player like Vinicius, Mbappé, and co can go to the Emirates and not come back with a goal. You understand? So they owe it to themselves. They owe it to their own reputation to make sure that each of them leave Bernabeu tomorrow with nothing less than a brace each. That's just minimum. You understand? Mbappé is scoring 2. I'm very sure of it. Vinicius, I'm very sure of his own 2. And then the likes of Rodrigo, I cannot, tell you how many goals they'll score, but I'm pretty sure they'll be on the score sheet.
All right, but looking at your midfield, no say Camavinga don't get red card last match, so you no go play. Do you see any changes in that midfield? Camavinga. And secondly, he got red card at the dying minute. Yes, at the dying minute of the game. I cannot allow you look at it.
I walked out.
I know.
I left.
Okay.
It was an abomination. I was irritated because the way the whole Arsenal people was just around me I didn't enjoy it. You get it. But then Camavinga is not a pivotal member of my team. You get it?
Yes. So
no, he's not a pivotal member. If I have Federico Valverde in the midfield, you understand, couple it even Ceballos and then just try to bring Tchouameni there, I think I'm okay. What I want tomorrow is the asymmetry between my defense and my midfield. That's where we lost the game against Arsenal. You understand? We allowed them to take over that midfield. This tomorrow, what I want from Madrid is I want complete dominance in that midfield. That's 1. Then 2, make sure they don't smell the 18. And 3, whatever trick they are trying to use to cause a free kick in situations where or in dangerous areas, make sure it does not come. As regards me scoring Arsenal, leave that one.
All right.
Settled.
Modrić, Modrić, they start up last match. They go first start on this one.
That's why I said I don't want Modrić there. You understand? Modrić was one of the weak links. You get it? We needed Modrić in the game so that he can control the passes and everything. But I think he was totally outmuscled because he was going head to head versus Partey.
There was no space for him to pass.
That's what I'm saying. He was going head to head versus Partey. So Partey kind of outmuscled him. Partey is obviously younger and more quicker and everything. I think I don't want that type of pitching together again. Let Federico Valverde come into the midfield to go with Partey. Let Tchouameni go with Rice, and then let Ceballos meet Odegaard. Do you understand? And then for the attack, that one's already settled. I know that Mbappé tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm here. See, Arsenal did not whip in the first leg, but if you don't whip in the night, you can whip in the morning. Do you understand? So I'm ready to take their tears and use it to cook.
All right, but say if you carry Valverde from that number 2 role to midfield, who will not play the number 2 role?
Vasquez was Vasquez. That was the mistake we made.
And Alaba playing 3. Look at what Saka was using him to do.
No, Saka did not dribble past Alaba. You people, I don't understand the way people analyze that situation. All Saka did was to drag Alaba out of his position.
And he caused the free kick.
Yes, because he didn't dribble and then somebody else came and then bamboozled Saka to the ground.
No, it was Alaba that bamboozled him.
Anyway, what I'm just saying is it was not a case of being dribble past. It was just Arsenal being fully aware of what they wanted to do, causing a free kick in areas where they've practiced to shoot. And then luckily for them, it was a fluke. I'll continue to say it because like they can go and check it. Leading to that free kick that Declan Rice scored, he has already played 11 before that game, and then he missed any. They were woeful. All of a sudden, Declan Rice is scoring 2 back-to-back free kicks. What is? And I tell you that it was completely out of the whole model. We didn't see it. You understand? And no problem. Tomorrow we have a score to settle, and I'm fully confident that we're settling it.
But you say it was a fluke. Something that happened the first and second time, I don't think is a fluke.
No matter how, when you look, what you check before you calling something a fluke is the consistency. You understand? The frequency of happening. If it does not happen frequently, then you know that this is outside the ordinary. Declan Rice scoring 2 free kick against Courtois is not something anybody can place a bet on.
And Ancelotti said something like that.
Yes, you get it. It's not something anybody can place a bet on. It just happened. In fact, I don't want to drag this whole conversation away from where we are centering it. But Odegaard was even advising Rice to cross it because they didn't see a way where Rice will be scoring. All of a sudden, boom, he scored. And then the second one again, boom, he scored. And then Merino came and then they just did their thing. But we are welcome to Bernabeu, a place where we turn your dream into a nightmare.
With a nightmare.
Yes.
And you think you can do it with Vasquez, with Rudiger, with Asensio, and the rest on that back line.
When you face Real Madrid, what I want you to understand is you're not facing the players on the pitch. You understand? You are facing the magnanimity of the history of the club. Do you understand? We are two giants. We are too big. I'm not an out and right Madrid fan. You understand? But it's a sister club to Manchester United. You get it? We are both on the same pedestal in terms of success and history. So it is only necessary for me to come outside here and back them to beat all these noisemakers. And see, Mbappé and Vinicius, they owe it to the world to bring back peace because the world has been noisy since last week.
For 1 week,
we had peace everywhere, chaos, all because something that we didn't expect happened. They won, and then everywhere we beat Madrid. That has to stop tomorrow, and I promise you, it will definitely stop.
And Arsenal is planning to go on unbeaten road, like home and away, straight winning with Real Madrid.
I dare Arsenal tomorrow to not park the bus. I double dare them to not do any antics of lying on the ground and frustrating the game. I dare them to come toe to toe with Real Madrid. Let's play football on the pitch.
But they have to do whatever they have to do to win the game.
That's why I say I dare them, because I know them. They'll come tomorrow, start to play some unnecessary antics that will lead to a very boring match. No, everybody's ready for a very electric spectacle tomorrow. We want to go to the game, enjoy it for 90 minutes, just as we did at Emirates. They deserve to win Emirates, you understand? The number of shots they played, the dominance and everything, they deserve to win, you understand? But this second leg, we are rewriting the story.
All right, any words for Ancelotti and your players?
Well, Ancelotti does not have anything to prove. I mean, he has won the Champions League a good number of times to tell the world that he's a master of it. And then for Arteta, I know he's blabbing these days. He has beaten Madrid, so he can blab. But tomorrow, I'll put Arsenal in their place.
What about your players too?
My players, They know what to do. They are top guys. They know what to do. You understand? They have to wash away that nonsensical image Arsenal has put on them.
Any warning on Rudiger and your keeper? Any warning on them?
Remember 2021 when Chelsea won the league, when Chelsea won Champions League, and 2018 when they won the FA Cup against Manchester United. Rudiger was pivotal to it. Tomorrow you see Rudiger. I don't need to warn him. He's a top professional. He's a seasoned defender. Tomorrow.
All right. Let's see what will happen tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.
There's nothing for us to see. It is written. Arsenal is coming home. They are coming back home.
Born as they hear.
They are coming back home. They can say what they like, but deep down them, they know they are not going through. They are not going through. We've seen it. Okay, let me predict it so that there's no need for us to dance around. Tomorrow, Madrid 4, Arsenal nil. C'est fini.
Oh my goodness.
That's all.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.